This is an incredible hype. This is the rematch of next spring, the grand final that went full distance and was won by this guy in the red over here. It's Lin. In the upper right-hand side, in the yellow, one of the strongest undeads that China has ever seen, and that says a lot. He's playing the Crypt Lord. It's 1-2-0. Remo and WGTL, they were fighting side by side, and now they clash again. But the Crypt Lord is new. I am really excited now.
Yeah, the Crypt Lord is new and even has some different strategies to offer. But normally, it's the same pretty much for the early game. Fast expansion with the Crypt Lord. Sometimes we see a tier 2 transition if the fast expo doesn't work, but normally fast expansion will be the attempt. From Fly, the counterplay to the Crypt Lord has been pretty successfully recently. The Farseer. But Lin, no. He goes for the Blade Master with a quick shop, by the way. Shop and barracks fast, so a bit of gold income sacrificed for this, I believe, to make this build work. And instant harass right away. There's no Scout Acolyte for 1-2-0, so he's going for the natural creep right away. Perhaps a bit of a mistake. Maybe that Acolyte should be scouting for an aggressive move from the Orc.
He's there on the left-hand side, but the Blade Master was in Windwalk, so he doesn't know. Right-click on the Crypt Lord. I don't want to deal with you, Big Beetle. I just get rid of you right away. There's plenty of Windwalks, good opportunities to steal something. First ghoul already down. Ooh, this could turn out to be a disaster for 1-2-0. Impale, well done, and the Crypt Lord secures the kill and the item.
Okay, he gets the last hit, but he doesn't have beetles.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that worth it? Last hit. Oh, low damage roll on the Blade Master. That was pretty unlucky. 1-2-0 was hoping for it, banking on it, and it does work out. 2 ghouls down already. A third one seems to be very close to dying. That's the last hit stolen right there. That's level 2 denied. And snare on the ground, almost leading to a surround. That was close. A lot of damage on this Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord? Crypt Lord. The Crypt Lord is the Blade Master. Wait a minute. If he pops his scroll speed, could he perhaps even have gotten the kill?
I thought so too.
Let's try for it though.
Big lasted again. Crypt Lord needs the beetles for future creeping. And
wow!
1-2-0 gets it!
By 1-2-0!
And there's no mana!
Oh my god, dude. Losing the 2 ghouls was definitely not the greatest. I think he took way too much damage on them, not enough on the skeletons. But beyond that, the way he played around the last hits, the surrounds, pretty damn sick. 1-2-0. That was some stellar execution.
If anyone was in doubt that this is going to be close and exciting, voila. And now we got the Neruptor up. We got the Haunted coming up. What did Lin do in the meantime? Of course, tech, but it's not ultra fast, is it?
Oh, nice last hit stolen right there. Wait a minute. Is he stuck? Uh-oh! No mana anymore! He even gets revealed. There is Impale, as we know. And that... Wait a minute, is this Fly playing?
Fly's gonna be up later. Okay. Ritual Dagger, everything's healing back up. Only level 1 Blade Master, but you really don't want to occupy the altar once you reach tier 2. But he has something at the tavern.
That's so much space now for 1-2-0. I would like to see him creep even more aggressively than this. I think he could just go for the merchant creep right now. Yeah, there's 2 grunts there, but does that really matter? But okay, he's playing it safe. He's creeping the Tuskars. That's going to be level 3. 1 of Mana Steal is amazing. That's 4 beetles right there. And voila, level 3.
Okay, grunts are scouting, but of course they can't threaten anything. It's just scouting. Blade Master's inventory is underwhelming. Blade Master's level is underwhelming, but we have seen this in the past that a second hero can be more important. We've seen this with an MK, with a TC. Is that the case with the Shadow Hunter as well, as we go into a Raider Walker build?
And when is he gonna go tier 3? If Lin doesn't go tier 3, there's no way he can take this game late. He's trying to harass at the expo. Killing Acolytes here would be very nice, as they cannot be remade here for a while. Necro is coming up now, though. And this is certainly annoying. But it's also time that the Blade Master isn't creeping. Doesn't even have crit yet. He should be totally fine here. This time he does have mana for the Windwalk. But man, that mistake, not realizing he didn't have enough mana to get out again, cost him this early game. It was looking good up until that point. But now all the momentum seems to be blown out of the sails of the Orc.
Really interesting how 120 decided to go for Impale. He was holding on to that skill point for so long. Wyvern.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wyvern Walkers, okay. For a while, they can be very effective against the ghouls on the map for aggressive creeping. Again, last hit battles here. Blade Master gets the Huntsman though. Finally level 2. But the bigger one to the Crypt Lord, almost 3.5. Illusions, not too bad. We have double Crypt coming out for 120. Can be going into Fiends now as the Graveyard is finished. And the Web will be coming soon after, I imagine. And then the question is, how good are these Wyvern really?
Or will he do a transition? We see a War Mill, we see a tier 3. Nothing added from the Bestiary yet, so I'm curious about that. Blade Master finds Slippers, or Shadow Hunter finds Slippers for the Blade Master. That's gonna be nice. And Crypt Lord is not rising up to level 4 or 5 in no time. Yes, he's creeping, but it always takes some time. He's gotta be careful about this Blade Master here. But tier 2 is finished, Fiends are coming, DK is not far away, and the expansion will be towered up.
Yeah, then definitely doesn't seem to be in the best spot. You know, the Crypt Lord creeping up more and more camps, 3.5 now. If this Blade Master hadn't died, if the Shadow had been out sooner, if then the tier 2 units come in with more speed scrolls, all those camps outside the Undead main, maybe save for one, should be going to the Orc, making use of his map control. Yes, the Undead has the better economy for quite a long time, but the camps should all be going to the Orc player. But because of that mistake, this has all changed now. And Lin is opening up the natural, getting a ring +4 for a TC third. That would be quite good. And wants to be able to counter expand. But Beetle's scouting everywhere. 120 knows what's up.
Not only scouting, also harassing constantly in the main base of Lin. Just super annoying. Of course, he deals with it quite nicely as he has 2, soon to be 3 burrows next to the Peon line and also a Walker with magic damage and dispel. But yeah, this is annoying and distracting. Get the first hex of the game against the Fiend, and that, oh wow, once again rescued by an Impale, or is it? Speed Scroll committed, that's a kill, but Blade Master again taking a lot of damage.
That should be 2 pretty easy kills, and perhaps 120 a little over eager. Didn't go for a second hero, by the way. Where's the DK? Like,
Yes.
it would put him into upkeep, yes, but that's totally worth it. You need to get that hero out and start leveling him.
He's going tier 2 Banshees.
Yeah, this is weird. I haven't seen this before.
That's kind of, like, that's a pretty hard counter to the Blade Master, of course. There is AoE dispel. Oh, big last hit. Nice hex against it. Soon to be level 3. And could potentially counter the Wyvern hard as well.
Pit Lord? What is this? TGW playing? Alright, this is gonna be a crazy strong tier 2 push. If this push fails though, and 120 gets easily forced back, then Lin can simply counter expand and have the big tier 3 advantage. This looks scary by 120, yes, as he's climbing closer and closer to 70. But if it backfires, it's gonna become quite costly for him.
Aren't you always saying that Fiends and Banshees and Statues are the perfect army? Well, he gets it on tier 2.
With Orb though, and with Triple Hero.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice dispel. Lasted. TC coming. Tiny Great Hall set up.
Wyvern getting caught, but also protected. Well, Lin's army is looking kind of small right now, if you ask me.
Yep. And it won't be better after this Wyvern died. Level 2 Impale. More Banshees. 68 supply. That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now, and it's not seeming that hot for Lin. But again, if he holds here, he's in a good position. But first, he must hold.
TC's in. Headhunter's coming. Raiders coming. Can he survive this? It's not gonna be easy. as we said, we have Curse, we have Impale, everything's stunned. How much mana is on the Shadowhunt? There's no Sharp here. TC needs crazy Stomps. Don't see them so far. That was okay. But everything is down to 50% already.
Yeah, Lin isn't ready yet. He doesn't have
Player's forces are
his
under
tier
attack.
3 ready. He didn't have enough economy here for a long time. And 1-0 is hitting a beautiful timing. A tier 2 70 push. That's something normally we're only seen from the humans, you know? But 1-0 shows, again, innovating that even Undead can do it. And for this strat, this Pit Lord makes so much sense. With Howl and Curse, this DPS is just laughable.
Yeah.
When the Orc army was already lacking, with these debuffs, they just do nothing.
Oh. And the damage is there as well with all the Fiends. That's a TC gone.
Player's forces
Shop wasn't here. Expo hasn't paid off. Blade Master doesn't have the inventory. Wow. I think we are kind of stunned. And Lin is definitely stunned as well, not only from Impale.
Yeah, this is the expansion. That was hella expensive. Was more experience for 1-0, getting close to level 3 Pit Lord, by the way. And now that his job is done, now that the Expo has been killed, now 1-0 is going tier 3. And he's going to have his tier 3 upgrades coming in soon. He doesn't have DK plus Lich, which is normally what you want for the late game, but he's up a base for such a long time. The Undead, obviously, in a marvelous position.
player's forces
Yeah, this is a very dedicated push, obviously. But it also scales kind of nicely. So it's not like this is the end. You get the tier 3, get more upgrades, you get Possession maybe, you get Destroyers, you get Orb. It's pretty sweet.
Fiends, Banshees, and Crypt Lord, dude. It's my favorite kind of army.
Yeah, I know. Finally wrote enough emails to make this work.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright. 1-0 is like, well, this worked pretty well so far. Let's just push forward, see where this goes.
Yep.
That's a lot of Fiends, by the way.
And to be
7
honest,
Fiends.
I don't see any roadblocks on his way. Like, there's not even reinforced defenses. He throws Lin back to the Stone Age. He can never pass 50 supply and he's facing 80. Good luck.
Alright, Lin, Mr. Miracle Man. Can you do it? I kind of doubt it,
Yeah.
but we'll see. That Stomp hits 3 out of the 20 units, so it's not that effective. Blade Master's doing his best. He's tanking kind of well with a Spiritling and there being no orb, but then again, over enough time, he will be whittled down. Shadowhunter healing against it. Does not provide enough healing. There's a shop now ready. You can go for mana pots, which is kind of nice. But it looks quite doomed here, if you ask me.
And that without the Pit Lord ultimate, man. Impale again. The AoE is sweet. Oh, Pit Lord is a little bit in trouble, but Blade Master as well, so he pulls back. TC is about to drop, and all that without an orb, all that without a Lich, all that without Coil Nova.
Just Fiends and Banshees.
Yep.
And Statues, of course. Statues crucial in this. Let's not undervalue them. They are actually the backbone here.
He's going for the 3-2 upgrade. GG! 1-2-0 makes a little bit of fool out of a Flint.
I'm not
And
sure he even
that's-
lost a Fiend during that big push on the Expo. Like,
Yeah, true.
he had 2-2 upgrades, and he just wasn't really losing anything. And really great choice not to take to tier 3. He's like, oh, if I go to tier 3, I'm giving you a chance to, you know, buy a little bit of time yourself, maybe creep a little bit, get that Expo going, mine from it. The expansion of Lin finishes, and there is a 70 supply push knocking at his door that he's just not ready for, and he just dies. This was brilliant by 1-2-0. The Blade Master death, though, definitely played a big part in helping putting him really far ahead, and that was a little bit weird. It's almost as if, because we've seen so much fast here from the Orcs, they've almost, you know, forgot how to play the Blade maybe as well.
Yeah, that Blade Master loss, it doesn't seem that much on paper. It's a level 1 hero only, but it's so much time lost on the map. It's more experience for the Crypt Lord. Nowadays, you're never supposed, like, Crippler will get level 3. There's no getting around that. But you're not supposed to allow him level 4. You're supposed to control the map, especially on Northern Isles. You can control the middle pretty well once you have your tier 2 upgrades. And you really need to make use of that map control. You're behind in economy, but you need to get ahead in levels. Make use of the hex, of the speed scroll, maybe of end snare. Clear out the undead side of the map, then fall back, and then expand yourself. And make sure you don't lose your momentum. If you do, very easily the undead will be able to muscle up to 70 supply. In the past, we always used to see it with tier 3 and orb and all that, but 1-0 here shows that if he's in a good spot, he can hit you even earlier with a tier 2 push with Crypt Lord and Pit Lord.
How often do you think this will work? Like, the cat is out of the bag now. The tactic has been revealed. How long does Lin need to adjust?
I think if the early game looks like this again, he can just do it absolutely once more on Echo, like as long as you can expand pretty well. Like if the Blade Master dies like that and you lose your decent position in the game, what are you supposed to do against it? It's not like, okay, he's pushing me on tier 2, so I guess I stay on tier 2 and just make Raider Walker. And then what? You have 55 supply if you're lucky, Raider Walker, and then the undead just pushes over you with 70 supply regardless. You have to get a good position in the game, you have to creep up, get more experience, counter expand, and then leverage your tier 3. I think if you play one base only, you have no chance.
Sounds rough, if you ask me. If that continues like this, Lin could have a second nemesis in 1-0, as he has to with Moon at the moment, a guy that he can't beat. But if there's an orc that finds solution quickly, then it's him. And I wonder what he has prepared here. Northern Isles was Lin's map, though, and it didn't really look too inspired. Almost a little outdated.
Yeah,
Well,
he could try and play false here if he wants to go the complete other way. I don't think Blade Master necessarily was the problem. It's just you can't fall behind against a Crypt Lord Expo. If you start falling behind, if they're able to get the Expo quickly and then you lose your hero, it's pretty much game. Because they're getting level 3 and then they have so much more initiative. We saw the Beatles just... In the main base, he just kept spamming that 1-0. Like his execution... You know, it's funny, when the Crypt Lord first got buffed, we weren't seeing it at all in Asia. It was like, no, it's not a good hero. That's why they're not using it. Everybody knows how to counter. It got nerfed recently, and guess what? That's only now that we're starting to see it. And it's looking very strong in the hands of a player like 1-0. And it just seems like a lot of people are having a hard time figuring out how to counter that, including Lin here. He talked about it in one of his previous interviews as well. He just said expand, get 70 supply with like Necros or whatever, and then a push. Orc's gonna have 50 supply, and then they'll die. That's kind of what happened here, but that's because... A part of why that happened is because he fell behind.
Yeah, you name it, 70 supply, whatever. It really feels like Undead can play almost everything these days. Mass Ghouls, some Fiends, Mass Casters, now the tier 2 timing with Fiends and Banshees and Statues. Looks scary. Looks very scary. Echo Isles, the next map, a map with a lot of claws for the Blade Masters, so could be a potential pick. But, okay, 1-0. 1-0 ahead with a pretty good tactic. Let's see what he has prepared on his map choice, Echo Isles. Is it the Crypt Lord again? Will he be countered or try to be countered with a Blade Master once again? We'll have the info in a bit. 1-0 upper left, Lin upper right.
I really think he should play Farseer. I think that hero is so much better. You have the pressure with the wolves, you're ranged, and if you go Shadow Hunter second and maybe Wind Riders on tier 2, you have so much good pick-off potential, especially Fly. Fly showed this so well. I think Fly is at the moment the best Orc versus Undead player in the world, and I think drawing inspiration from him wouldn't be too bad. Farseer it is. Blade Master gets claws here. In theory, yeah, that's okay. But it's not about getting claws. It's not about the big crits in the late game. It's about early game pressure. It's all about the early game. What position can you move yourself into, and how much can you pressure your opponent to make sure you're going to have a good mid game and late game transition. Speaking of transition, That's a very early War Mill. It's not as early as it is like with the Grubby build with instant headhunters, but this could be grunts into headhunters. But also he's missing burrows for that.
Nope. There we go.
There we go.
Timing seems a little off.
He's cutting peons a lot.
Yeah, it's 4, right? 5.
Wait, what?
3 on lumber at the moment, 2 in the buildings, and
Why are you not
he
making peons?
stops there.
Second barracks!
What?
All right.
When I was at my first LAN playing Warcraft 3 against someone, he did a mass grunt build with double barracks, but since then I haven't seen that too often.
All right. Well, this is obviously brutally, totally all in.
Players' forces are under attack.
Fighting mass with mass, huh?
Is under siege.
Oh, okay. If the Crypt Lord ever gets level 3, this game is very likely over. Last hit's crucially important. 1-0 played around them very well before, and he gets again the big one. Gloves of Haste, probably the worst item he could have gotten there.
Headhunters are streaming in. He's not pooling them at all. Wolves are hunting these ghouls down for now. Not in danger of being killed, but also distracted from the Trapper. And once again, it goes to the Crypt Lord.
Oh, could perhaps surround a grunt. That was close.
Is he towering up behind this? Like, is he sieging the expansion? Not really, right? It's just mass headhunters. What a switch compared to game 1. Like, he's changing up everything.
Yeah.
First hero, units, approach. Like, it was very late game heavy on Northern Isles. Now, absolutely not.
Good saves here also by Lin. Very important that earlier he stole the one Trapper away. Otherwise, it would be Crypt Lord only needing a single wolf for the level up. Now he needs quite a bit more. This was very, very important.
Shop only now and far. Not that far away. It's kind of
Players'
proxy.
forces are under attack.
1-0. Yeah, I think you should have figured out now from the production that it's double barracks.
Yeah, for sure. And there's a mass now. It's almost a critical mass against ghouls.
Oh, trying to surround. Oh, that was a little
Save.
sloppy. Could have gotten that.
And that's 2 beetles about to drop. Forcing more mana over this Crypt Lord. Still level 1. At some point, Lin has to fall back and heal. This will be the massive breath of fresh air for 1-0 to stabilize. But so far, I gotta say, this is looking good.
The nail was finished. That's a big deal. Finally, 1-0 can look to target down units and get more experience. But these wolves, I think, can be resummoned. Yep. Alright, but he gets one Headhunter. Lots of damage on the Crypt Lord, by the way.
We'll probably get another Ritual Dagger, just like he did on Northern Isles. But Lin saved almost everything. Killed a lot of stuff. A lot of that stuff was also for free or just for mana.
And these wolves always on the Crypt Lord. Really, really nice. Always putting pressure on.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's just no tech. He's just... Oh, he doesn't have a 4th burrow. Is that on purpose or... Is that a mistake?
Farseer going in deep. Was that a misclick? I'm not sure. But the Crypt Lord is too low. He can't really fight here anymore. There's dots everywhere, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a million things hunting 2 million units.
This is unbelievable.
If the Crypt Lord gets attacked a little bit and Chain Lightning, he might be dead.
Yep. Always respect the Chain Lightning.
Forces are under attack.
Level 2 though.
Oh,
that makes a massive difference.
There's so much more damage, but the Headhunters are all back up to full health. Farseer's gotta be careful in a bit. Lin is tacking.
1-0 may want to go for a staff here. Staff into the main, Ritual Dagger, heal up a little. Oh, Impale could be sick. Hold on to the mana though.
This is taking out the ghouls so fast. Fastia has some time to recover. And the Headhunters are so far doing a good job. When will that flip? Here comes another Ghoul Gang. And an Impale. That was the one moment he was waiting for. The Ghoul reinforcements. But again, pressure on the Crypt Lord. And these Ghouls don't last that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is it. Level 3 Farseer is too strong. There's no way this base is surviving now.
The player's forces are under attack.
All in strat by Lin. Works! 1-2-0
Wow.
didn't have that on the list.
How awful. That's it!
Town is under siege.
Lin does it! 1-1. For how many years was this matchup always the same? And now we pretty much get 2 build order wins.
And I think Lin has done enough of this Beetle business. He wants no part of it. And that was a perfect hard counter here to this style, really. Like, going mass headhunters. At first, I thought he might tower the main base, but I don't even think it makes as much chance as what he did, because when Undead expands like this, they're only going to have one ice tower. So you can just sit barely outside of that. Like, getting the first cancel on the Ziggurat there was also amazing. And Headhunters plus Falsia, they counter this Crypt Lord Expo style pretty well, even though it's Echo Isle we're talking about. Supposed to be one of the best maps to expand with the Crypt Lord. That just didn't work out at all here for 1-2-0. Lin came prepared.
Oh boy. And now with 2 new strategies clashing, I am super excited for game 3, but we're gonna show that after a little break, so don't go anywhere. Game 3 coming up between Lin and 1-2-0, fighting for the semifinal here at DreamHack Summer Asia. where will this series go now?
I don't think there is anything that can be ruled out at this point. If Lin wanted to try again something similar, he could, but it's obviously a much harder map to creep the expansion on. Like we saw last game, Echo is supposed to be the easy map to creep Lord Expo. If there's a Farseer in your face with a Grunt and 2 walls, you're still going to take a lot of damage. So yeah, he was very well ready for that style, and 1-2-0 reacted maybe a little slow. And I mean, what is he supposed to do? Like not expand if he sees that start? Like he would have to see that there is a War Mill and a second Rax on the way to really be able to respect that correctly, I guess.
I think 1-2-0 needs to do a better job with his Acolyte scouting. Like he wants to be really gold efficient and use the Acolyte number 6 to expand, but I think he should make 7. 1 Acolyte to scout, 1 at the expansion, then to actually set up the expo. Already on Northern Isles, this could have given him way better info against the Blade Master's movement. And I think this is what you're supposed to do against the Farseer. Like, you don't need to see the second barracks. Once you see he's cutting peons, you have to be on alarm. You're like, oh my god, what the hell is this? You see a War Mill, and you see peons getting skipped. That is super suspicious. So I think 1-0 needs to make sure that he's scouting a little bit better early. If he goes for the Crypt Lord fast expansion, but I think he's gonna be going back to standard here. This map is really bad for Crypt Lord. So I wouldn't be too surprised here to see a DK now.
Whoa. Really bad for Crypt Lord? It's not the best map, but as long as you can put up the expo. You know what surprises me is that we don't see too many players creep smaller camps, and it's maybe because it's still somewhat new in Asia. Like, I mean, these guys, it feels like they started using Crypt Lord a little later. But you can definitely creep few smaller camps first, maybe like the orange, then into green, then into expo. And that will make it a lot easier, especially because if you do orange plus green, you already get level 2. So not only would you have a bunch of beetles and skeletons, you also would have Impel to work with, like while you're trying to take the expo. And then if the opponent's there is ready, maybe you can just not creep the expo, like you can adapt and stuff. So if 1-2-0 wants to expand that, maybe one of the better ways to do it, because it seems like so far Lin is just straight up both games, even though he lost the first one, he's just trying to hard counter Crypt Lord Expo.
Thought you have to go ready, then we can start this. All right, here we go. Map number 3 on the way, Concealed Hill. This once again Lin's choice. So if he can turn this series around, that would be massive. I'm super excited. Like, what to expect is almost unpredictable. Back to DK would of course be something, especially on this map. But maybe 1-2-0 just wants to prove a point. Like, I can Crypt Lord expand everywhere. We'll see in what shape he is today. But feels like he's not trolling around today. He's taking things serious here at DreamHack. And with that, we load in to map number 3. Whew. Where do we go now? All right, we got Lin in the bottom left, in the red. We got 1-2-0 in the yellow upper right. What are the builds, Remo?
Ghoul opening for 1-2-0 once again. So it's going to be most likely a Crypt Lord. And standard opening here from Lin. Is he skipping peons again? That would be kind of crazy.
On this
We'll
map,
see.
does it work?
What's the first hero? I really want to see a Farseer. I think this map is really bad for Blade Master.
Yeah.
The only upside is if the opponent is going for a natural creep, you can harass this really well. And this might be the same build. This is another War Mill. This is another Farseer. Acolyte, is he gonna go scouting this time? 1-2-0. I would certainly recommend it. And he will. Okay, thank goodness.
Okay. Now the question is, how does 1-2-0 adapt to this? He is still going Crypt Lord. He's not going back to DK. And yeah, he had 10 minutes or something to think about it now. And he will see this a lot sooner.
Yeah, so seeing the War Mill, he has to be ready right away. Again, we see the second burrow. Again, we see the peon skipped. And 1-0 needs to count the peons right now and needs to realize this could be the same strat again. In that case, I think you just creep and don't expand.
Yeah. You pretty much get level 2 for free.
Wait. The Acolyte didn't see the War Mill, though, did he? He was only at the beginning of the base. Wait, what did the Acolyte even see? Did he even see the hero?
I don't think so.
He saw barely anything. That's the second barracks.
Okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, this could be a massive disaster if 1-0 tries to take this expo.
This will take a long time. More time to scout as well, if he wants to. We get a Nerub tower in the base already. That doesn't indicate that he wants to cut all the corners.
Yeah, one easy way to get out of this Farseer pressure is just level 2, level up to level 2, and then go for Impales around, force the TP, and there you go, free expansion. But for that you have to land the Impales around.
Shouldn't be
Which
a problem
is easy
for
if
one
the
person.
Farseer is close by, but I guess it's more difficult if the positioning of the opponent is good. Oh my god, he stole it.
He does it again. He's back in the scene for like 5 years, 4 years. Oh my god. The nice level 2, and here I am saying it's pretty much level 2 for free. Well, not if you're playing against Lin.
Gets the wolf though. If he gets the wolf as level 2,
Can resummon.
Around. No, he just summoned them. They're still on cooldown. That was a big mistake by 1-0. Like losing the last hit to the chain lightning, that happens. But losing the big turtle to the right click, never supposed to happen when you have that many units around. Sloppy early by 1-0.
A player's forces
And now
are
here comes
under
the
attack.
Jack with a grunt and 3 headhunters and Farseer level 2. Good luck.
Yeah. Exactly. Good luck. Everything is poisoned. There's still chain lightning. There's still wolves. This is a lot of everything. The piercing damage raining down on that ziggurat. We won't see that here. Oh my! Of course he gets this one as well. Absolute disaster. He needs to get a lot of headhunters now to make up for it.
Yeah, he's taking now. Expansion plan cancelled, but now the Farseer is pretty much level 3. One more kill. Got him.
Too bold.
And that's crazy strong wolves. 1-0, what the hell? Like, why are you scouting and not looking in the base for what's happening? I'm sorry, but this is pretty sloppy.
Lin is tacking. Okay, damage done. That was all I wanted to do. Prevent your mass strat.
A player's
You
forces are
won't
under
rush me
attack.
again without additional gold income. And this Crypt Lord is kind of like, he's not getting online even. Can go to the green, but that's not level 3.
And Lin's still shocking around. With all these headhunters, you can go for kills easy. You can see 2 volleys and a beetle's dead.
Yep.
And with more headhunters coming in, it's like 1 volley for a kill.
Yep. Gotta be careful though. These ghouls still do a lot of damage. The beetles as well. Lin needs good control. So far, this is working against Impales. Of course, pretty much impossible, but that's so much mana used. And if he trades headhunters for like 1 ghoul and a beetle, I think it's fine. As long as he has like 5-6.
Yeah, this is excellent for Lin. The thing is also with this opening, yeah, you're going to be stuck on level 1 for a long time. You might be kind of over-investing on tier 1. But if you then can transition out of the double racks into tier 3, this headhunter army becomes really good in the ultra late game if you also manage to get a TC to level 3. But the ghoul opening absolutely does not. If we just play one base from here, then the Orc is going to be severely favored.
Mana isn't ready yet for an Impale. Pretty much no catch, no control.
Under siege.
And Lin can operate from range. This looks so powerful in the hands of Lin against this.
A player's forces
I
are
never
under
thought
attack.
this would work twice in a row. Just like this. And the balls of Lin to just do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a perfect map for it. This expansion is super hard to creep, poison everywhere. You have a couple of headhunters, ghouls dying. I'm more surprised that 1-0 isn't looking more for this strategy specifically and trying to avoid then expanding. I guess he was just confident that he could hold it with the knowledge that it could happen. But nah, dude, nah. You can't expand against Farseer level 2, 4 headhunters and a grunt. It's just not gonna happen.
Are under attack.
We have a headhunter parked at the expansion, so he won't be surprised by a sneaky haunted goldmine. Finally level 3, 7 minutes 20 seconds for level 3. And there's no TP. Lin has a staff, Wand of Mana Stealing, also good.
And Lin is getting the TC. And going to tier 3, transitioning now into possibly a strong late game. Goes for Zeppelin because he knows there's no TP on the enemy side. This is always when base attacks are the most effective. 1-0 is halfway through the tech only. If you lose Acolytes, this will be expensive. This might force a TP attack cancel, I mean.
He had one backup, so it could be fine. He's just straight up going for the haunted goldmine. One tower, okay, but it's only a narrow. 1-0's army isn't the fastest without Frenzy, without Unholy Aura. It's halfway gone. And now the ghouls have to engage, and that's 1 kill. And that's 2. Could easily be 3. But okay. Takes it out. There's more repair. There was a staff. There was 2 ghouls. There was a tower. There was a lot.
Yeah, Lin looking wonderful in this game. TC keeps on creeping a little bit. There's some beetles in the main, which is annoying. And there's no walkers against it. But we have a bestiary coming. Tier 3, soon to finish. And I think then it's going to be time for a tiny great haul.
Yeah. This, once again at 40. He really doesn't seem to like the 4th upper. There we go. Sorry, didn't see that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Troll regeneration, then it's soon time for the upgrade as well. Could fake a Zeppelin for a staff or something, that would be sweet. Farseer's level 4.5.
Yeah, he's been leveling like crazy.
When do you ever see a Crypt Lord out-leveled like this?
Yeah, this map, considering the strategies, makes sense. Still surprised 1-0 at his play. This is definitely not the best 1-0 we've seen. We're gonna, well, see what he can try to do with this game, but it's not looking pretty. I can tell you that much.
TC gets wards, heal scrolls, Zeppelin still scouting a bit, Death Knight 0 XP. And tier 3, even a Kodo is here protecting. And Berserker upgrade, halfway done. Things are not getting any worse for Lin at this point.
A player's forces are
His
under
expo was already crapped, so that's not a problem at all. Shadowhunter second for some healing.
Kodo eats a beetle. Does that remind you of your Thailand vacation?
Can't tell you, that doesn't taste good at all. Do you want to say I look like a Kodo?
No, I want to say you ate insects.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the true part.
I mean, wasn't that obvious?
A player's forces are
Oh,
under
nice
attack.
block against the statue. Takes that one out as well. If I was Lin here, I would just creep the middle and expand on the high ground. Just do it. Like the Nike commercial. Oh. Does he get the surround? Yep, but there's a staff. Nice surround, though. And that's
So
the middle.
much
Going
time
to
for
lane.
the middle, yep. You know, this build, by the way, is nothing but damage.
A player's forces
Did
are
this
under
build
attack.
have any scouting, by the way?
No,
Or did Lin just blindly go for this?
he just rushed over it.
Dude, if this build goes up against standard Ted fields, I think it's really bad.
You get pretty much destroyed by Headhunter's Coil, right? By Skeleton's Coil.
And the DK just levels up to level 2 for free, and then Fiends come out, and the Farseer would be getting pressured, can't creep. Lich comes out, Nova. Yeah, this would be a bad time. 120's choice to not go for the standard build on this map, definitely a little questionable, but you know, if he's feeling Cryptlord at the moment, I can see it. But the fact that he was supposed to scout the double racks again, didn't adjust, and still tried to expand, that is what really cost him the game, and that's kind of the unforgivable mistake. And he's getting creepjacked here at the fountain. There's no no TP for 120 to get out. Wants to take this fight. He's going up against Berserkers with ghouls. We'll see how that goes. A-bombs though, spreading a bit of disease is not too bad. And the Nova also doing a decent job there, but the ledge will fall. Hex into Stomp could be the end of the Cryptlord. Oh, speed scroll a little too late perhaps, but good thing there's more Hex. And Stomp. And GG.
Okay, guys, Lin is back, turning this series around. After being rushed with 70 supply, he just turns it around and rushes a lot earlier, and it works twice, surprisingly. Match points for the Korean.
Yeah, Lin is not having it today. Like I said, he really studied how to play against the Cryptlord, and we mentioned it on this map. It can be kind of hard to expand, but really the amount of time that he delayed that level 2 by was insane with those steals, the chain lightning, and the last hits. If level 2 had been reached before, obviously there was a lot of units near the Farseer that would have changed so much. I was watching this Farseer harassing as if it was about to die. Personally, I was like, okay, well, he's getting level 2 now and he's going to impale and surround, but no. Lin prevented at level 2 for so long, and that's really what put him really far ahead. It seems like those Cryptlord games, they're a lot about the early game. By the time the expansion is being set up, if it's ever being set up, you kind of know already who's really far ahead or not, and like who's won it a lot of the time.
Yeah,
We're one map away from having 2 orcs in the semifinals, at least, with the chance to go up to 3. Zero human.
I don't understand. I thought they were the weakest race.
That's what I heard as well.
And I thought human was the best race. 2 human players in the final.
Exactly. It feels like whatever race is supposed to be the weakest is winning these tournaments.
It's not over yet though, boys. 1-0 now. Hopefully he's gonna get his bearings and play a little better strategically. I must say, I'm a little disappointed that definitely seemed like 1-0 was going up against this strat the first time. Which is weird, because, you know, they're kind of all in one big eco chamber together, and they all play against each other all the time, and ladder against each other all the time. But it seems like 1-0 is caught off guard. Maybe he does need to return to Standard, but as we go to Terranos as our 4th map, that's a pretty bad map for Standard. This is normally the Cryptlord fast expansion map.
Yeah, I don't think the same strategy from Lin would be nearly as good here. So we might be seeing something entirely different. But then what? Does he go Blade Master? Does he cripple a little more? Does he expand himself? He came prepared so far, so he's going to have something very well prepared here in any case. But I don't see this Headhunter style work very well on TS, personally.
He wasn't prepared for Northern Isles, so not too much. Is this Mass Headhunter a one-trick pony, or does he have a second trick prepared? And 1-0, will he continue to play stubborn, or will he be the one throw another curveball? It's really cool that this one so stale matchup has become very diverse. So where does this lead us? Is it over already? It's Lin with match points on Terranos stand. All right, there we have him. Upper left in the yellow, fighting for survival here at DreamHack Summer. It's 1-0. The man at the bottom right was down 1-0, but turned it around. Could be the second orc and the 3rd Korean in the semifinal. It's Lin. So Remo, what do we see now? How disappointed are you already?
It's just like the summing up of me casting games in general. How disappointed is Remo already? Well, it's a different strategy here, at least from the Orc side. It's a Blade Master with a skip barracks, a fast shop, and instant Blade Master solo harass, it would seem. 1-0, going for the Crypt Lord Ghoul opening once again with an expansion in mind, I'm sure. Acolyte will be scouting. Should be gathering valuable information that exactly didn't work on Concealed, so hopefully this time he's going to take a better look in the enemy main. And there he will see. No barracks, no war mill. That's pretty weird.
That is not normal, that's for sure. We also have a lot more peons working on lumber. So a fast attack for sure. And that could potentially give 1-0 time for this expansion and then time for the mass 70 supply push again with Fiends and Banshees. And then maybe a 5 mapper here. I gotta say, there's been way too many 2 and 3 O's in this tournament. So having 2 full best of 5 sets back to back, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'd be down for that as well. Crypt Lord moving out, not going for the instant creep. Good peon scout, by the way. Very important for Lin to reveal the opponent's Creep Lord right away. If 1-0 was to go for the natural, Lin would head there as well. But since he's not, Lin can fit in 1 or 2 small camps first to beef up this blade. Starts off with the claw. That's the perfect find. 1-0 could now go for the ambitious Merc camp. But I don't believe he will try that. Or will he?
Players' forces are under attack.
It's not Impale first this time, so Blade Master kill is not that likely. Claw, of course. Nice. Tech is already at 1/3. Maybe some spikes.
Peon aggroes the creep camp. So how well can the Blade Master steal here? 1-0 was able to play around these last hits super well earlier. He did bring the dust, of course. And Blade Master misses that one. Again, thanks to 1-0 playing around the damage values. This time the Blade Master gets it though, and the item! Pendant goes to the blade. That's a really big deal. If he goes back in again, he might die. Is he gonna risk it?
No, not yet. But he picked up the tome. Still hanging around. Has more Windwalk, of course, with a little bit of a downtime. Okay, can't prevent level 2. But pretty close. And stealing the pendant. That would have been such a huge boost to the Crypt Lord.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, it's not bad for the blade, but he didn't kill ghouls. He didn't cancel the expansion. He didn't steal too many experience points away. It's all about that level 3 for the Crypt Lord. The upside is his tier 2 is fast. The Shadowhunter is going to be coming out. But once again, it's about how well can this Shadowhunter play aggressively. And on Northern Isles, the map is set up in such a way that you can pretty much steal almost all the camps away from the Undead very well. On Terranos, it's a lot more difficult. There's safe camps on the Undead side. There's multiple spots in the middle of the map. In fact, there's 2 corners, top right and bottom left. That's hard to contest for. Oh, the Blade Master, though. Getting bashed.
Impale.
To secure the kill. Oh, we got the item, though.
Yep. Yoink. And another beetle. But he plays it a little safer than on Northern Isles. Not resulting in a kill this time, despite the Impale here. Close to level 2, and his tech is looking good. I wonder if he goes Wyvern once again, because that didn't seem to pay off too much on Northern Isles. But maybe it was the game just being almost over at that point.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3, so no tier 2 pressure. This should mean a lot of free space for the Crypt Lord, who's now going for the Merc. Blade Master, 2 more Windwalks. Oh, big last hits to grab here. Is there a dust? There is.
Snap. That's the slippers.
Dude, he got the item again.
Yeah.
What are these drops for the Blade Master, by the way? That's
pretty
crazy.
good. That's like focus drops.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Crypt Lord needs a little bit more experience, thanks to all these steals from the Blade.
So what's next for 1-0? Is this good enough of an early game?
Oh, Blade Master. What did he do? Not again!
Windwalk. Easy.
I just saw the mana bar and I was like, oh, this doesn't look like it's enough, but pendant. He Gucci. He good.
Calculated, all good. Tier 3 is at 50%. He is skipping the beastery entirely. No Kodos, no Wyvern, no Raiders.
I like that. Get the triple hero out first, get a bit of Dispel, get the tiny Great Hall counter expo, and then go into
Player's
Kodos.
forces
They
are
really
under
don't
attack.
do that much early in this kind of game. And Raiders for a bit of ensnare, it's okay, but it's not so amazing. So what's 1-0 gonna do? Is he again gonna go for the tier 2 timing?
It's double
Absolutely could.
crypt. So far, it's not really telling. He's banking a lot of gold, so he could go for a third
This Blade Master, dude.
production
my
building and tier
God.
3. Could also go for two tier 2 production buildings and the big push again. But yeah, against this Blade Master it's gonna be rough.
Alright, scared of bone chimes? Come on.
That would be nasty.
Both going for the Shredder, getting ready for the super late game. Especially for Orc, it's very nice. You get the Shredder, put him on Lumber. When you're tier 3, you go for the Tiny, slap that thing down in the natural, use all the peons from the main on Lumber into the gold, and boom, you still have Lumber from the Shredder. Item was Lionhorn, also very good for the Orc. And Quel'Thalas boots for the Crypt Lord, plus 11 Agi. Too bad he can't make good use of it.
Yeah, makes him
Dark
quite tanky. Invo potion here. More and more creeping. Things are slowing down a little, but the beetles keep Lin busy. No walker here this time. TC is coming. And I don't see a temple. Oh, I do see a temple. It could be the same again.
Yeah,
No tier
looks a lot
3.
like it. As there's no second hero started, this must be a tavern hero at some point. Crypt Lord is expecting the expansion here already, but nope, not the case.
How ready
You
is
just
Lin?
creep this away.
How ready is Lin for this? This time.
Doesn't look very ready, in my opinion.
Oh, gloves plus
The awesome
9.
thing about the Shredder, by the way, is that 1-0 can bring all the ghouls, every single one. And then he's still gonna have the Shredder at home.
Good thing is, Shadowhunters level 3, the damage of the Blade Master is a lot better. His tech is faster. His TC, okay, is out, but under-leveled. The downside is, his army is pathetic.
I think, if it comes to a fight, I think Lin should just go for hero focus. Like, there's no coil. Just click on those heroes, you know, like a good old Smork used to show us in the past. Yes, there's Banshees, but you know, you're not gonna miss every hit, right?
A player's forces
Well,
are
you
under
miss a
attack.
lot. But there's also the spell. At least a limited amount.
1-0 didn't make another Ziggurat. He can't go for a second hero. Oh, that's a massive
Ah, he's going for the
mistake in the macro. Yeah, he had to cancel something though.
Alchemist.
Alchemist. What?
Is that a misclick?
Acid bomb?
Like in Grubby's a card days?
Players'
What?
forces are under attack.
I think that makes a lot less sense than a Pit Lord.
Maybe he misses the Orb of Corruption effect so much that he has to go for minus armor.
What is it? Huh? Split Master's taking good care of the statues, very important. And the Banshee as well.
Losing Banshees is not really allowed.
Are under attack.
That's bigger losses than in the entirety of game 1. Master
But it's
upgrade.
also Lin not counter expanding, as he knows then a push will be coming in.
It's a beastery now,
1-0.
proxy.
Smartly realizes, okay, in that case he will just go tier 3. He had the time. This Alchemist.
Double minus armor strat in the long run.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude,
He's gonna have Field Spray later. That's pretty good. So, what's the third hero then?
Lich, I guess.
Or maybe just dual hero. I think he should just stay. Well, you can always play a pit lord, right? Pit lord always works.
How long can Lin stay on 1 base, 2 base without being flooded?
A player's force
He kind of has to get something started.
Oh, feeling confident now perhaps to take a fight? Outside of Impale, there's no scary spells here. No catch, no Nova, not any kind of slow. So Lin might be able to control the fight pretty well. Going in with a beautiful stomp onto the Alchemist right away. Getting hexed, doesn't have time for the Hellstone. And oh, he does last second! But he might just be able to click through it. Throw the bees on both sides. Getting dispelled on the undeads. Invul Potion dodges the stomp. There's one more stomp after this. Beautiful Impale! Oh my god! Hit like the entire army. Alchemist, Invul about to run out soon, but man, all these units super hurt. The next Impale could be crazy! Oh my god! 2 units going down right away, another one could be falling, but now the Crypt Lord in trouble himself, getting stomped, misses the stomp, but still gets the kill! Didn't use the TP! Big mistake by 120. He had the time!
A player's
but didn't
forces
pull
are
it.
under attack.
Ooh, and yeah, hero kill. As there is no healer, we see how effective it can be.
Thing is, 120 has such a big bank that he can just buy back the Crypt Lord. And how likely is that for Lin? He has a big bank as well. Needs to rebuild his army. Is there a tiny Great Hall? Did he invest? Yes, okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
If not for this Crypt Lord kill, this could have been the end.
But now Lin's got the expansion up. About to have it. And these heroes for the Orc scale amazing. Whereas Alchemist... Crypt Lord's great, but only as long as he has mana. And usually he runs out of mana pretty fast. There's also no Unholy Aura here. So these fiends are so slow.
Shouldn't overexpose the Shadow Hunter. Focus Fire can be crazy. If the Blade Master isn't here, the damage is pretty limited from this Orc army, but it's enough because it just... You can apply damage for so long. Miss, 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 miss.
There's 3 in a row. Oh, and another one. And another one. But, where's the kill threat by 120? Where's the Nova? Where's the Coil? Where's the Aura?
Well,
This Alchemist, man. I don't know.
DK... Wait,
A player's
he
forces are
cancelled the
under attack.
DK. He had him queued. For a while. Is it time for the Lich? Maybe because he really needs that damage. But he has 2-1 fiends. I am very confused. Oh, Blade Master's creeping up to 4. That's nice level 2 crit. His expo has paid off for sure. He's getting better units. He's getting Tauren. And once they're Tauren, like, how do you deal with them?
I think 120 has like 1 minute here to win this game. Otherwise, he's gonna get
Yeah.
outscaled and lose.
Yeah. There's no third base. There's no big Pit Lord third.
Yeah. Howl the best thing you can add right now. Alright then, 120. This is your tournament on the line. This push right here.
A player's forces are
Lin has a shop in the back. He has the Devotion Aura, Mana Potion, Invo Potion, another Mana Potion, a Heal Scroll, a Blade Master with plus 18 without Kodo, who has an Ankh as well and level 2 crit. I would say this push is not that easy.
They're getting a few kills in the back. That's pretty nice. This tower is kind of melting. It is a lot of fiends after all. Level 3 for the TC. That is a massive deal. He's getting focused quite heavily, but he's also protected by the healing and by the Spirit Link. Next Stomp coming in. He was trying to split against it a little bit. Blade Master in the back, going to town on the Fiends. A few misses are there, but not that many. Impale once again hits. Crypto is level 5. It is a level 3 Impale. Does good damage. Has a mana potion still. Kodo's moving forward, trying to get off the munch. One gets the Devour, getting healed and getting saved towards the back. Again, the Unholy Aura is severely lacking. Next Kodo gets off a steal. And there's still no orb here. The damage just doesn't seem to be good enough. It all has to come from the Crypt Lord.
Yeah, turns out Acid Bomb isn't as great as the single target Orb of Corruption. We're going for the Crypt Lord again. Invo Potion to survive a little longer. That impact was pretty good, but was it good enough? Next target, Blade Master, but yeah, there's the Ankh. Pit Lord survives. He's a good tank, of course, and Heal Spray is nice. And he's trying to establish a second base bottom left while continuing the push. Is the regen enough? He's giving Lin some time to recover as well.
Banshee's coming in, very important. The debuff here from the Howl and the Curse, absolutely crucial. Oh, the beautiful Impale, though! Once again, great damage. The Blade Master in trouble. Is he gonna die? Last second heal wave. Going for the Alchemist now. That's the healer of the army. Can't recoil, but Invoke Potion transferred. With that, will survive for a lot longer. The Impale doesn't hit the Blade Master, but he has the Ankh still. Would survive with that. The TC doesn't have the Ankh himself. Has another heal wave, though. Man, these last second heal waves coming in over and over every single time. Just barely in time. And Crypt Lord now, no mana anymore, at least for a little bit, but the statues are regenerating from the back. Has one more Impale in a second. A 1-0 might just barely be doing it.
Is he running out of juice, though? This Kodo Beast misrallied is a free kill pretty much, but could be distracting. Can he recover? Can Lin recover? What does he have left? A heal scroll, another mana potion. All his gold into items. The Crypt Lord level 5 is big. The Acid Bomb level 2, should be Heal Spray, right? Yeah. Heal Spray level 2 is a lot of sustain, and he takes out the shop. Impale, massive! No follow-up, of course. He's going for the heroes once again. Will one of these heroes fall? That might be the end right there.
TP out on the Crypt Lord. Wants to play it safe. Would have had another Impale. But back in the main, he can now make use of mana potions. Very important.
But that's...
spam those non-stop.
That should be the kill on the bottom left expo. He can't really reach that in time, can he? Well, maybe he can.
Army is heading down.
At least Lin knows. But he can't commit. It's too much.
But I think 1-0 has to keep pressuring. If Lin gets up to like 80 supply, I don't think this Orc army can be beaten anymore. But Lin needs to make sure he gets the heal scrolls as well. Against the Impale. And also with Spirit Link, crucially important. But it's on cooldown still in his shop. 25 seconds.
But this shop survived with 6 HP. How good is it to use the clarities now? Not anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
400 gold. 60 supply. Dispel against the beetles. Love these beetles. Over and over and over.
1-0, plenty of gold still. Going into the next fight. Impale. Not that amazing, honestly. He should be trying to hit more with that. Blade Master again dropping low. Going for the Pit Lord heavy. And he's dead, 100%. Level 1 hero only, though. Will be back soon. Going for the next hero right after. Finally, Lin realizes this is the weakness. The hero focus potential. Blade Master falls, but it was the Ankh only. He's going to be revived with 500 HP in a second. Crypt Lord running through his mana here. Alchemist in trouble, will be falling. And there's no TP, by the way, here for 1-0 to get out. TC gets away. Lots more mana on the Shadow. Almost level 5 now.
2 down, 1 to go. And then 1-0 is out of this tournament. You don't win games without a hero in Warcraft 3. TC Aura still so good. He's lining up for a big stomp once again. Hits it all. The orb is phenomenal against destroyers. If that one's gone, what can save 1-0? Maybe a hero kill on his own, but with only Impale. Is that enough? I don't think so. Fiend charge following, but not killing. And he takes out the statues. That's so much sustain. It's level 5 on the Shadow Hunter. 1-0. What a great start to this series. But he might be falling to the War Chief.
Mains are expiring soon, though. And that means Orc back down to 1 base income, and 120 could be at 2 base income. With the expansion, he got bottom left.
Ooh. Blade Master says hello.
A player's forces are
Pretty
under
crazy game. We're a little blessed today.
Can't believe that 120 isn't going for more upgrades. These fiends would greatly benefit from more. He's been sitting at 80 and has been having quite a bit of gold here for a while. Going into high upkeep now is 120. Probably realizing he's going to need all the units he can. And he's probably going to lose some very soon, let's be honest.
Yep. Lin's pulling back though. Is there a big... Oh, it's close to 5 Blade Master. The crits will be crazy.
And not a single invul for 120. That's a really big problem.
He has Howl and Curse, but can be dispelled. And this game has been a lot about hero focus. Would love to, like, with the staff, Crypt Lord, but it's hard without a DK and Aura. Okay. Scouting beetles, see the peons moving up. Lin just regenning. TC almost full mana. Mana potion on the Shadow Hunter. This is so much healing now.
Yeah, I think 120 should try to hero focus a little bit less and just kind of A-click into the fight, as noobish as that sounds, and just kite back. And then the Crypt Lord land the perfect impales. Micro the Crypt Lord individually and line up the impales as well as you can. And then try to out-sustain over time. Which, to be fair, isn't that easy against a Shadowhunter level 5.
That's pretty much how I play 2 and 2 with you. Well,
yeah.
and you control my army.
And isn't it glorious? Chop in the back here for 120, crucially important to get more potions. Oh, Alchemist too far forward. That might be an easy kill. Has to be saved with the Impale. Can he, though?
It's a little bit of wasted mana for sure. He would have loved to use that otherwise. Here's the Stomp, and there's no saving him anymore. And that was a 207 crit already. Let's see the big red numbers now. Second Impale Throne. There's a mana potion. Okay. Needs the healing on this Blade Master. He's just going for the heroes. He continues to go for the heroes, and we mentioned it. No invul potion. No solution. Is it 3 in a row now? Will he get it? There is a way out with the town portal, but that exposes his base here in the bottom left. Is Lin overcommitting though? Looks like a lot of units about to die. Oh, Hex!
Right clicks crits!
He purged the Hex, right?
I was the destroyer. But his Blade Master's right there and going for the kill again. Hex, right clicks, potion is on cooldown. This Crypt Lord can't get out, and he's dead with a 304 critical strike. And that must be Lin moving on to the semifinals.
What can you do against Lin's Sane Sword? It's unbeatable. He killed all the heroes, now he kills all the units. And he kills all hope of 120 from advancing to the semifinal. 250 stops everything. Kodos have a little bit of a dinner as well. This looks absolutely unbeatable.
GG.
And it's Lin as the third Korean, second Orc